Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our daily show. We've got 4 plays for you. We have a small slate today. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate for March 26th, Taco Tuesday. Again, real small slate, just 4 games. It tends to be that way sometimes. I've noticed a lot of these Taco Tuesday slates. Tuesdays must just be a scheduling day where they typically don't give us a whole lot of games. So the Taco Tuesday aspect definitely helps, kind of like, mix things up a little bit. But yeah, gonna have to try to bounce back today. Did not have a good day yesterday, and my vibes were all off. Like, especially, I don't know if you guys were dealing with this, but out where we are, our app, our Prize Picks app, was not updating points like the whole night, and it was just frustrating. And then our guys weren't hitting, so have some vibes we need to shake off today and get back on track. Before we get into our plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to double what you deposit. So I advise, wait until you can do the whole 100, so you get a full 200 to play with, and you can stretch that out. Yeah, and so here are the plays we're going to be covering. I'm going to be taking Daniel Gafford. I'm running it back with the only one of mine that hit yesterday. He's still at just 20.5 PRA, so I'm going to be taking that. Then I like Chris Middleton's PRA as well at 26.5, taking them both for more. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm taking Rui Hachimura for over his first half PRA at 11.5, and Brooke Lopez's first half PRA for over 9.5.
All right. Well, we got to do it. Let's get into this recap.
Let's do it.
I'll get mine over with because mine's uglier than yours was. All right, so Gafford, I should have ended with Gafford, but 21.5 PRA, and he had a good game. He went for 29. Wish we could get his fantasy score because he went crazy on blocks and steals again. I'd love to have that today, but they're not going to give it to us, of course, because he's good on defense. Miles Deuce McBride gave us the deuce yesterday. He only went for 17. I thought 17.5 PA was totally doable. He didn't get it done. He played 44 minutes. And I know a big part of this was Dante DiVincenzo was just on fire, went for 40 plus points. I think he went for at least 40. I checked it at like a minute, just under 2 minutes left, and he was at 40. So he went for 11 threes. So I know they were just feeding him. But yeah, I'm bummed. 44 minutes, and McBride can't get us just to 18. So that didn't go well. And then to add insult to injury, Bradley Beal did not end up hitting that line. If you got it at 6 the next day, his assist line, you pushed. But the Suns played so bad yesterday. We desperately needed a win. We had an easy matchup, no Wembanyama, and we can't get it done. So that was also part of me having a bummer of a day. He just went for 6. We took him at 6.5, and yeah, couldn't get it done. Fred VanVleet just goes for 4 assists. He had like 1 assist, I believe, in the first half, and then 3 in the second half. So he wasn't facilitating. Portland is like, it's fun right now watching them sort of figure things out. They looked pretty solid against the Nuggets. Mind you, there was no Jokic, but still, they played a great game, and they battled all the way to the end. And at first, this was looking pretty solid. Portland went into the half with the lead, and then the Rockets ended up bringing it back. But yeah, that doesn't help my case. VanVleet only went for 4 assists, just very low for him. So ended up not having a good day. But I'm ready to bounce back. It was just one of those days, guys. Got to shake it off. And we got some tacos we can mix in with our lines today. So I'm ready to bounce back. All right, Jordy, let's talk about your plays yesterday.
All right. So we took Clint Capella for over 9.5 rebounds. He got 8 in like the first quarter, and that pretty much solidified it there. But then he slowed way down. He didn't get like any minutes in the second quarter. Barely got any minutes in the third, and then he came in the fourth and went ham, and he ended with 12, so he cashed on that one. He cashed his Demon too at 11.5. You guys played that. And then Jaylen Brown, this was such a heartbreak for like no reason. We took his first half PRA for over 16 and a half. He had 14 in the first quarter. So I was like, oh, that's cashed. Like he's got the whole second quarter to get 3 more PRA or, like 4 more PRA. So I couldn't even believe that he missed this line. He went for 16. He 0.5'd us. He came in the second quarter. He got an extended rest time. He left the first quarter with like 4 minutes left in the first. And I remember saying to myself, I'm like, I kind of wish he just cashed it in the first quarter because I'm a little nervous now because Tatum was just going off. He had like 22 points in the first quarter or something like that. And so I was pretty nervous. That game was getting ugly too. They were up by like 35 at one point. And the Hawks brought it back and ended up winning that game, believe it or not. If you watch that first half, you probably are shocked. But yeah, he came in the second quarter and was just flat-footed and just had no interest in shooting the ball, scoring the ball. He wasn't even really trying to rebound at all. So he ended up getting like 2 more PRA or so in the second quarter and then missed. He missed like 2 shots right at the end of the second quarter too. He missed a 3, airballed it, and then missed a layup right after that because he like got his own rebound. But very frustrating on that one. And then in the day video, Paul George hit. I knew he'd have a decent game against Indiana. We took him for over 23.5 points. He went for 26. And then Kelly Oubre was the DNP, so who knows how that would have went. But the way Maxey was shooting, it probably not would have been that great. Maxey had like 18 of their first 18 points or something like that. Like he literally was like the only one scoring. So I don't think Kelly would have hit had Maxey been playing like that. But yeah, I ended up pivoting to Tobias Harris's PRA. I'm glad I didn't tell you guys to take that in the first half because he did not hit. That screwed me over. But yeah, that's how my 2 went. I went 2-1.
All right. Well, there was something I was going to mention. Oh, so yeah, the Celtics were up by 35 at one point.
Yeah, in the first half.
So lost.
And like even the announcers were like, "Oh, they're gonna get an early night tonight. The Stars are gonna rest." And then
wow, I didn't realize that it was that wild of a comeback.
Yeah. So
dang, that's
props
impressive.
to the Hawks.
Yeah, man, that's a tough team to. I mean, it's tough to come back from 35 against anybody, but
Yeah.
Celtics, that's awesome. All right, let's get into these plays. So before we get started, just want to quickly tell you about Daily Grind. They're our official partner. They make excellent tools for DFS, for prop plays. They just do the tools do all the work for you, virtually all of them. They just collect all of the data you're looking for, put it all on a clean screen. I'll actually hop over real quick and just show you. This is the DFS optimizer. I have it on Gafford right now, but it's still doing all the work for me. It's showing me all of Gafford's best plays in order. It gives me an odds to hit line right here, and it shows me all of the other platforms and odds makers. It shows me what they're giving us the line at and what their odds are set at. So it's just really helpful for when you're looking for plays. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. We use this every single day to look for plays. And then when we feel good about a play, we go back to the optimizer and then just take a look. And it has a lot of different ways it can help you. Just go to dgfantasy.com. If you use code BACKDOOR, you're going to get 25% off of any of their tools. And this is just my favorite one, but they have 3 other tools that are awesome. They've implemented AI into these tools. So definitely take advantage of that discount. Give it a shot. I know it'll help you cash more. So all right, guys, let's get into this first play. Let's start with the over-under as usual. All right, so we got a 233 over-under. Kings favored by just 1 point. This should be a fun one. We have a couple. These are actually some pretty solid matchups. I'm excited for these games today. That tends to happen. Sometimes it's nice having a smaller slate. You know, you have if you're like us and you use these different streaming sites to try to like catch every single game that's on the slate and you're bouncing around, like sometimes it's nice to just have a little less clutter and only like 4 games that are sort of staggered, you know, a little bit, and you can focus more on these particular games. But I am excited for this game against the Kings with the Mavericks. And the exciting thing as a Suns fan is one of these teams in the West has to lose. So I feel good about that. But all right. Let's hop over to Outlier here. If we take a look at his PRA for Gafford, he's got a great matchup. Well, I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't like he's listed as a power forward, but he plays center more often. So it's going to be more difficult of a matchup, but I still feel good about this play. the Kings are 7th in points allowed to centers, 17th in rebounds allowed, and 21st in assists allowed. And he's gone over this 7 out of his last 10. He's had a good stretch here in his last 5. 4 out of his last 5. And let's take a look. He's averaging 25.8 minutes per game, just 3.2 fouls, so not really getting in foul trouble. Shooting 77% from the field on 8.6 attempts per game. Doesn't take three-pointers, gets a ton of rebound chances. Over the last 5 games, he's averaging 18 rebound chances per game. He's converting that into some decent numbers. Like he got 11 rebounds in his last game, 7, 8, 6, 15 back here against OKC. So the dude has a lot of opportunities for rebounds. So feeling good about that. And the assists for his style of play is actually higher than I would expect. He gets a 3.4 potential assists per game over the last 5. And these last 2, he's had like 6 and 5. So I like the full PRA once again today. If you take a look at the injury report, I don't think there's anything too significant. No. I mean, Kevin Huerter out for season, Trey Lyles out for season. It doesn't really affect Gafford. So yeah, we'll just keep moving here. Let's hop over to the DFS optimizer. They have his rebounds and assists heavily juiced. If you prefer that, take that. I do want to take his full PRA though, since it's at just 20.5. His PRA is juiced at 52.02% odds to hit. They have it at a -127. And everyone except for BetMGM has this pretty juiced to go over at that line. BetMGM has it at a 50-50 shot. Everyone else has it at a -125 or higher. So I'm feeling good about that. But go with your gut. If you're uncomfortable with any of these, you know, like it happens sometimes. You saw what happened to us yesterday. We felt great about all those plays, and then the games just go in a totally different direction than everyone's anticipating. So always go with your gut. But I like the PRA in this case. So I'm going to be taking that for more. Let's get into this Chris Middleton play. So this game has higher potential for blowout, but I think it's going to be close because the Lakers just put up 150 on the Pacers. So I mean, like we'll see. We'll take a look at the injury report in a sec. So we have a 232 over under. Bucks favored by 9.5. Going to be another banger. I'm excited to watch this game. If we take a look at Chris here, he's been doing great in the last 3 games. He had a triple-double in his last game against OKC. That's not an easy matchup. That's a tough team. And the matchup against the Lakers is pretty middle of the road for him. They are 12th in points allowed to small forwards, 17th in rebounds allowed, 17th in assists allowed. So a little bit above average on points allowed, and then a little bit below average on rebounds and assists allowed. And yeah, I loved what he was able to do yesterday. Didn't score that much, but going for a triple-double is awesome. And he just did it in 27 minutes. It's very impressive. He's averaging 26.4 minutes per game, 3.6 fouls. He's pretty active on defense. He hasn't been crazy on converting that into blocks and steals lately. So I like the PRA better than the fantasy score today. But usually he's pretty solid, but I think that's part of the reason that his fouls are up there over that 3 per game mark, because he is active on trying to play defense. He's shooting 51% from the field on 11 attempts, so doing well there. 41% from 3, only 3.4 attempts per game, but he's averaging 1.4 made per game. So I'm feeling good about all this. 8 potential assists a game, actually 8.8 potential assists, so almost 9 potential assists per game over the last 5. And 8.6 rebound chances per game over the last 5. So he's got a lot of opportunities to hit both of these stats. And we all know that he's a good shooter when he gets in rhythm. So I feel good about taking this for more. Let's take a look. We're going to look at this injury report. Anthony Davis game time decision. LeBron is out. Okay. As of 2 hours ago. So that's why they have them favored by 9.5, but we'll see. You know, the Lakers have shown that they can rally, and I believe D'Lo will be back for this game, so it'll be fun to see how they adjust. But yeah, that's never good when LeBron's out, but I think this game will stay close enough to where it won't affect the starters' minutes. No one's going to get benched because there's a huge blowout. fingers crossed. It's the NBA. Anything can happen, but I don't think that that's going to be the case for this game. Let's go back to the optimizer. Chris Middleton, again, the optimizer has his points, rebounds heavily juiced. So if you prefer that, go with your gut. They do have the points, rebounds, and assists favor to go over as well. They have it kind of at a 50-50 shot. It's at 50.68% odds to hit the over, minus 120. And everyone is giving us this line at 26.5. And we have some mixed emotions here. We have some heavily juicing it, like minus 132, minus 137. And then we've got some minus 115, which is like a 50-50. And then we've got some favoring it to the under. So go with your gut as usual. But that is one thing I love about this optimizer is I can quickly look at what I'm getting it at, what DG odds are at, and then I can see all these values here. So you can quickly decide like, dang, sometimes you look and you're like, dang, Prize Picks has this at a full point above everybody else. Maybe I don't want to take this. Or sometimes you're like, wow, I'm getting this at a full point discount. So I definitely want to take this. It doesn't mean it's always right, but just that kind of information all in one place is very valuable. So definitely take advantage of that. And if you guys are interested in checking out this app, Outlier, we love this. It's just a statistical analysis app, and it gives you all the data you could ever want, including being able to take guys in and out. If you had a Lakers player, you could take LeBron out of the equation. They'll show you what your guy is doing when LeBron's not on the floor. Very valuable. And with Outlier, you just get a 7-day free trial. So you have no reason not to just go check it out. If nothing else, enjoy it for 7 days. It'll definitely help you cash more. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for my picks. I'm going to pass it over to Jordy to wrap this up.
Sweet. Yeah, man. I'm going to get into my plays, and then I'll cover chalkboard here in a minute. But yeah, I like this Rui Hachimura first half PRA for over 11.5. I feel really good about this one. I've been using this play a whole bunch, both of these plays, and they're pretty consistent. So Rui for over 11.5. He's gone over this 14 out of his last 20 games, and that's been with LeBron in the game. And he's hit this both times in the head-to-head. So with LeBron out, yes, it's going to be a tough matchup for the power forward spot because he's probably going to have Giannis on him. But I'm not really too worried about it, honestly, because he's hit it both times, and Rui's kind of on a heater right now. So he did miss it in the last game against Indiana, but he kind of shot poorly in that game. So that can always happen. I mean, we've just seen it happen with Jaylen Brown. He comes out and hits 14 quick in the first quarter and then didn't get the rest of it. But with LeBron being out, Rui's going to get some extended minutes for sure. There's no like Gabe Vincent or Jared Vanderbilt either. I do think Cam Reddish is back tonight, but that shouldn't affect Rui's minutes very much. So feeling pretty good about this one. No daily grind odds on this one, obviously, because it's a first half PRA. But it's just one that I play a lot and I feel really good about. So yeah, I like this play a lot. I'm going to be rolling the dice on it. And then my second play, similar situation. I'm taking Brook Lopez for over the 9.5 PRA. This dude's just been a wagon. I mean, he's cashing this line every time I take it pretty much. He's hit it in 5 out of his last 5 here. And he's hit it 6 out of 10 and 15 out of his last 20. And he's hit all 3 head-to-heads against the Lakers. One, because the Lakers can't cover centers at all, really. They're giving up 16th in points allowed, 18.7, 25th in rebounds, giving up 13.1, and 29th in assists allowed, giving up 4.2. And he does get assists. He can get you 3 and 4 assists in the first half, no problem. But he's also a great scorer. And tonight, I expect him to be doing a little bit of shooting. Giannis is a game time decision, so is Chris Middleton. I think Middleton will play. He's been playing through that sprain, but Giannis has been hit or miss with that hamstring sprain or that strain he's dealing with. So we'll see. If Giannis doesn't play, this line is going to get bumped up to probably 11.5. But I feel great about it at 9.5 for sure. So definitely take advantage of this one pretty quick. And yeah, that's my 2 plays. And if you guys have never tried Chalkboard, it's another prop betting platform just like Prize Picks here. But I could say Rui's full PRA was at 12.5. I know it would never be that low, but I could bump it up to 13 or 14.5 and get like a 3.5x or a 2x on it. And I could bump it down to like 10.5, 11.5 and get a lower multiplier on it. So it's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be playing some today. They do offer like first quarter points and first half props sometimes too. So there's certain players, like last night I went on there and I bumped up Paul George's first half points. I bumped it up to the 5.5, and he cashed at 6 because I figured he would just come out hot against Indiana. So that was fun. I did like a 2-man power play and ended up hitting for like $80 some on there because I put like $5 on it, and I took really 2 high multiplied plays. So it's a lot of fun. Definitely go check them out. There's a link in the description. If you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, you'll get a 100% match on your deposit up to $100. So a lot of fun over there. And yeah, that's my 2 plays for the day.
All right. Sorry, I was just double checking. It looks like Middleton is likely to play. He's been upgraded to probable, and it looks like Giannis is leaning towards playing.
Sweet. Okay.
But we'll see. It looks like it's more Middleton's a little bit more probable than Giannis, but Giannis, they're saying, it's trending in the right direction. So
Sweet.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, before we get out of here, don't forget to check out our Discord if you're interested. If you like stuff like Discord, we have a really good time over here. We've been finding ways to cash even on the down days. I mean, yesterday was, at least for me, yesterday was a rough one. I didn't cash, but it's good to see the family in here cashing on different plays. Shout out to Bean Daddy. He put in a 6-man League of Legends slip, and the whole family got to cash on that one, except for me. I missed it. But Jordy, you made someone a little bit of money as well.
A little bit. Missed by 1 kill on that. That would have been nice. But
yeah, he almost had a huge payday. But we like the community in here. We all work together, and the community is our best resource. I always say it, but it's true because you have this many people with good vibes, and we enjoy talking, about the games together. And we utilize each other as far as like one person finds a good play, we all get to capitalize on it. And just the way we work together in here's a lot of fun. It's really awesome. And I just enjoy hopping in chat once the games start because we're all invested in these plays together, and then we all just talk about the plays together. So if you guys want to check this out, it's about 50 cents a day. There's a link in the description of the video. Go through that link, go to server subscriptions, and then once you subscribe, it's going to unlock all the channels for you. If you do, make sure you hop in community chat. Let us know you're new, and we'll show you around. Speaking of which, I think we had a new member in the chat yesterday. I got to get back to. I think actually Bean Daddy may have pointed him in the right direction on how because we have like a little flow to the way it works. And so just let us know if you're new, and we'll show you how we do things in here. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great Tuesday. We need to bounce back today. I hope you guys did better than we did. But I know I need to bounce back today, and I'm ready to get into these games. But enjoy your Taco Tuesday, guys. If you're a part of our Discord, we'll be talking about all of the tacos as they come up and whatnot. So I'll see you in there. But everyone else, have a great Tuesday, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.